Donald Trump threw a temper tantrum when he realized that Project 2025 is tanking his odds of being reelected, according to a new report that released just today. And I want you to notice, Donald Trump wasn't mad because Project 2025 strips rights away from millions of American citizens. He wasn't mad because it is a regressive plan that takes our country back decades. He wasn't even mad because it's a plan that is going to hurt millions of black Americans, millions of women in America, minorities all across the country. No, he only became mad when he realized this affects him personally, that it's hurting his campaign. That is when he had an absolute meltdown, and it just shows how self-centered Donald Trump is. He only cares about entrenching his power as the president of the United States. But I want to break down this article that details Donald Trump's temper tantrum, and then I also want to debunk the idea that Donald Trump has nothing to do with the Heritage Foundation, because it's so easy to debunk. We have tons and tons of clips. We have so many receipts showing Donald Trump praising the Heritage Foundation. But make sure you leave a like on this video and let's get into it. Trump flipped out that lunatic Project 2025 could tank his campaign. The former president effectively birthed Project 2025. Now that the project is a political liability, one of Trump's foot soldiers is out of a job, and this story is wild. So as he entered the final stretch of the 2024 presidential race, Donald Trump spent much of this month trying to disown the highly Trumpian Heritage Foundation-led Project 2025, to the point that he even got his fans to boo the initiative during a recent campaign rally. It's so funny because if he told them to cheer for it, they would do that. They would do whatever Donald Trump tells them to do, and I've had MAGA supporters defend Project 2025 to my face, so don't fall for this gaslighting. His protracted freakout over the conservative project, to which he has multiple direct ties, and which is only as extreme as it is largely because of Trump's influence, is driven almost entirely by Trump's fear over one thing. And Donald Trump has really tried to distance himself from this project since it's hit the national stage. But really quickly, I just want to remind you, 80% of the people who worked on Project 2025, writing it, will be in Trump's administration. Trump enacted 64% of the Heritage Foundation's policy prescriptions during his first term, and so many Republican politicians, from Donald Trump to Marco Rubio to J.D. Vance, have said that the Heritage Foundation guides the policy of the Republican Party. Not to mention, J.D. Vance wrote the intro to a book that might as well just be Project 2025, the book. Let's keep on going. When the twice impeached ex-president and convicted felon took to social media in early July to make the patently absurd claim that, quote, "I know nothing about Project 2025 and I have no idea who is behind it," he added, quote, "I disagree with some of the things they're saying, and some of the things they're saying are ridiculous and abysmal." The main lie in here that is just super easy to debunk, I don't even know why he would tell this lie, is when he says, quote, "I don't know who is behind it," or sorry, "I have no idea who is behind it." He has been caught on camera many times praising the Heritage Foundation, praising the president of the Heritage Foundation. He has even said on camera he likes Project 2025. This was about a year ago. So this entire claim is easily debunkable. But according to two sources with direct knowledge of the matter, shortly before he posted that brief message, Trump had been privately and very bitterly complaining about the abortion policies laid out in the lengthy Project 2025 manifesto and trashing the Project 2025 linked, quote, lunatics who keep demanding unpopular abortion bans and restrictions. Again, I just want to reiterate, Donald Trump was not angry because abortion was being stripped away from millions of American women. Donald Trump was angry because it made him look bad that abortion was going to be stripped away from millions of American women. He wanted to keep that part quiet. He wanted to keep it quiet so they can enact it after he gets elected. He's mad that they said the quiet part out loud, essentially. Among the policy proposals in Project 2025's policy roadmap are plans to end federal approval for abortion pills, use federal agencies for expanded, quote, abortion surveillance, restrict access to emergency contraception, and end the federal requirement that hospitals provide medically necessary emergency abortion care, and revive a 150-year-old law that could serve as a de facto national abortion ban. And something that MAGA Republicans always tell me when I argue with them, after I point out that Donald Trump enacted 64% of the Heritage Foundation's policy proposals during his first year of his first term, MAGA Republicans always respond, okay, but only 64%, that means he won't enact the most extreme portions. But they are forgetting that when the entire manifesto is extreme, enacting 64% of it will necessarily entail enacting extremist portions. To continue, for what it's worth, some of the people who helped author Project 2025's abortion provisions were appointed under Trump to influential federal posts during his first stint in the White House, including Roger Severino, who headed the HHS Office of Civil Rights, and Gene Hamilton, who worked in Trump's Justice Department and Homeland Security Department. I could list 50 more people that worked under Donald Trump in his cabinet that also worked on Project 2025. Just the gaslighting from Republicans trying to convince us that Trump has nothing to do with it is honestly sickening. Trump, now the 2024 GOP presidential nominee, vented that the abortion policies could badly damage his chances at retaking the White House, even at one point in the election cycle when Trump was riding high on strong polling numbers against Joe Biden. In the time since, Biden has dropped out and VP Harris is now the presumptive nominee, and VP Harris is the one who is way stronger on abortion. She is able to go out there and really prosecute the case for abortion, so that hurts Donald Trump doubly so. Of course, it was Trump himself who made the hard right, ambiently unpopular abortion policies embedded in Project 2025 possible at all, as it was Trump's Supreme Court nominees who were necessary to destroy Roe v. Wade in the first place. This is yet another example of Trump getting exactly what he wanted and what he promised to deliver in his first term, and then being annoyed that those actions are coming back to haunt him at a consequential time. Now, Donald Trump got basically nothing done throughout his first term. He had three promises: build the wall, lock up Hillary, and drain the swamp. He did none of those three things, but he did have some catastrophic Supreme Court appointments that will have consequences for decades. Furthermore, Trump and his lieutenants' ongoing meltdown over Project 2025 serves as a reminder of why, exactly, Project 2025 types are poised to inherit the keys of influence in a potential second Trump administration. And then the article points out that no matter how much of a public relations pain in the ass Project 2025 is today, Donald Trump is still making sure that he has people around him ready to go on day one to enact Project 2025. Now, Ron Filipkowski pointed out, the Trump campaign issues a nasty statement after the Project 2025 director resigns, which clearly proves that the Trump campaigns were the ones who demanded it and are only upset because Project 2025 is so unpopular. And Michael Cayley on Twitter points out, one way you can tell Trump has nothing to do with Project 2025 is that he can demand the removal of its director. And I just want to point out, it wasn't the president. Kevin Roberts is the president who called for the bloodless revolution. He is still the president of the Heritage Foundation, but the Project 2025 director has been removed. I want to wrap this up by showing you guys a clip of Donald Trump saying that the Heritage Foundation helps provide the policy guideposts for Republican administrations. Watch.
Because our country is going to hell. The critical job of institutions such as Heritage is to lay the groundwork, and Heritage does such an incredible job at that. And I'm telling you, with Kevin and the staff, and I met so many of them now, I took pictures with among the most handsome, beautiful people I've ever seen.
I can't listen to this guy ramble, but at the beginning, he had multiple glitches. He could barely say the Heritage Foundation. He also said, this country is going to hell, which for somebody who apparently loves the country so much, he is constantly talking about how this country is a hellhole. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, comment a blue heart, hit that subscribe button. Most importantly, have a great rest of your day.